These are mullet glasses. Business on the front, party in the back. I'd be lying if I said that was only the 4th time I've told that joke this week. Hello people of my YouTube channel. How's things? How's life? I imagine right now some of you are torn between wanting to say good, yep, everything's fine, everything's great, and wanting to say, dear God, end me please. Because I looked at my calendar today and realized that school is officially back in session. Has been for a week, Jesus Christ, I'm so late with this video. So it's been a week since school's come back, and I imagine some of you, very tiny fraction of you, would just be starting high school this year. Now that the first week nerves have come and gone, you're probably sitting back thinking, how the hell am I going to survive the next 5 years in this place? And honestly, those of you going back to high school will probably be thinking the exact same thing. There we go, I brought it back. Who said I was late, huh? What? Since I've already done high school and survived, I thought it was only fair to pass my wisdom on to the younger generations and help you get through this difficult time. Honestly, I wasn't the greatest student, but I mean, I graduated, so clearly I did something right. Here are some handy hints on how to survive high school. Procrastinating! Let's start with the big one. Listen, we all know that procrastination is fairly inevitable, and handing up assignments and homework on time makes you a total nerd. So you'll want to leave everything until the last possible minute before it's due. Do all of your major assignments the night before they're due, class homework 5 minutes before the class starts, and that way you can still get top grades and be cool. Speaking of being cool, fitting in! I was super popular in high school, like top of the food chain, everyone wanted to be me, people worshipped the ground I walked on, that type of thing. When it comes to fitting in high school, just do what I did and never talk to anyone. Sit on your own in classes, during recess and lunch find a quiet corner in the library away from everyone else and read, because this makes people think that you're cool and mysterious and everyone will want to be your friend. Trust me. Dress code! If your school has a uniform or some type of strict dress code, you should only do the bare minimum to stick to it. My high school had a fairly strict uniform. Dresses and skirts had to be a certain length. We had different summer and winter uniforms, both of which were incredibly well made for Australian country town weather conditions, of course. We weren't allowed to have painted nails, bright unnatural hair colours, too much makeup, jewellery that wasn't simple stud earrings or a crucifix on a chain. Our hair had to be up and off our face. We even got in trouble for wearing sports socks with the regular uniform and regular socks with the sports uniform. Listen, we need to have a chat about you going off in the middle of my videos. Of course, these things were really just technicalities and no one actually cared what you looked like so long as you wore the main uniform. So if your school has any rules like these, then who cares? Go ahead and get your nose pierced. Dye your hair bright red. Never wear the correct socks. You definitely won't get into trouble because everyone, including your teachers, will think that you're super trendy and wish they could look like you. Bullies! Even though you'll definitely be the most popular kid in school, you'll no doubt have a few encounters with some bullies. They'll be throwing all sorts of insults your way and try to make your life a living hell. The right way to handle this is to fight back. Roast them every chance you get. Everyone will think you're hilarious and the bullies won't get any satisfaction knowing they've gotten a reaction out of you and they'll back off instantly. Teachers! Argue with them. Be sassy. Ugh. Never do the work they assign in class. Play on your phone while they're talking. And shout loudly in the back of the classroom with your friends. Your teachers will love you and they'll think you're great and no doubt you'll get the top grades in every class. You'll definitely be their favourite student. And also, if you're struggling with something, don't ever ask for help. Teachers don't want to hear you whining about how you don't get it, and they're not here to explain everything 20 times over to you. Skipping school. Don't listen to anyone who says you should only skip school when you really have to, otherwise you'll miss out on too much. Skipping school is ultimate cool, and you should do it all the time. If you miss out on too much content in your classes, who cares? It's only high school. It's not like your grades are going to matter when you're out of there and in university or working at McDonald's for minimum wage for the rest of your life. Classes. Don't take any classes that you have a genuine interest in because honestly, high school will just ruin it all. Take classes that you have zero interest in so you can learn to hate the subject even more. That way your hobbies won't turn into chores and when you get good grades in these classes, you can work your way towards a career that you never really wanted to pursue but will pay the bills and live happily and financially stably ever after. The end. So there you go, some handy hints on how to survive high school. If you do the opposite of everything I just said, you'll be fine. Seriously though, some actual advice for anyone nervous about or struggling with high school. Just take a couple of deep breaths, it's all gonna be okay. It might seem like a million years away, but one day you'll be done with school and you'll never have to go back. I know that high school can genuinely be really difficult at times, but if you surround yourself with great people, then you'll get through it just fine. You're there to learn, so if you really are struggling with something, then don't be afraid to ask for help. That's what your teachers are there for. Be nice, be friendly, respect your teachers and peers, do your work on time, and everything will be okay. Hey, look at that, not bad, genuine advice, go me! Yeah! What the f is that? I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to click subscribe if you haven't already. Also, hey, go ahead and ding that notification bell so you get told when I upload a new video, because apparently that's something that you have to do now. I don't know either. Until next time, that's all, bye. Full disclosure, haven't actually touched my eyebrows in about a month and a half, so if you're wondering why it looks like I haven't touched my eyebrows in about a month and a half, it's because I haven't touched my eyebrows in about a month and a half.